What's up, people? It's your boy Slat. In this video, I'm making a video response to the YouTuber Giger the Russian. If I'm saying your name wrong, I truly apologize. Um, I'm responding to his video titled American Hate. And I listened to the video, and the video is so authentic because it's true. And Americans do hate each other. The hate Americans have for each other is so authentic, it's so crazy, and it's so strong. You know, a lot of people here do not value friendships in America. Friendships in America have no meaning, and why? And let me say why I say that. Because people in America do not know what a friend is. People think a friend is someone you party with or someone you go on, um, trips or vacations with. It's not. It's not a friend. A friend is somebody whom you can depend on when you fall on tough times. That's a friend. You see, there are so many people in America today that um, they will spend time with people that they don't even like. Part of it is due to the fact that it's a false friendship or it's a fake friendship because people here are so obsessed with friends or making friends, they'll take anybody, right? But the problem is, guess what? When you fall on tough times, those people you're hanging out with, they're not going to be there for you. There's some people out there, you call their phone and say, hey, do you mind helping me out, man? Guess what happens to them? You can't reach them anymore. They will start to avoid your phone calls. They're not talking to you. You know what I mean? So that's not a friend, you know? But another thing that you made in the video that I did like was that you said that there's so much hate in America when you see like people fighting each other and everything, and it's true. Yeah, you see, the thing is, in America today, a lot of Americans hate each other, and the only way they know how to resolve conflict is through fighting. And part of it is because these people have never learned any social skills. They never learned how to talk through their problems. They've only learned how to fight somebody because that's how they settle disputes. The thing is, Americans today are so violent that you can't even crack a joke with somebody. You can't even say how you feel because you're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of losing your job. You know, you can't say anything bad about a woman, even though she can trash your name all day, all night. But you can't say anything about a woman because you fear people attacking you, whether it's in person or whether it's online. And it's just one of those things. And yes, a lot of people don't understand why America is so crazy. I understand when you go to Russia, people there are more humble. People there are more understanding. And it's more of a cultural thing because I've been to Africa. I've been to Canada. You know what I mean? And from my experiences, people there are just more welcoming. It doesn't mean everyone in those countries is going to like you, but overall, people are more welcoming. People like to know who you are. People want to talk to you. But in America, it's like everyone's just moving so fast. Nobody wants to know anybody. And it's like making friends in America is like some kind of awkward feeling because it's like right now, if you talk to somebody right now and say, hey, how you doing? You know, they look at you as if you're a creep. You're a weirdo. You know what I mean? And that's what sucks about being in America. It's like you are a social outcast. You know? I live in Seattle, and we have this thing called the Seattle Freeze. The Seattle Freeze is a term created to define the social relationships in Seattle among people. And how it works is like this: people who grew up here all their lives have no interest to meet anybody new. So let me give you an example. If you went to college or high school in Seattle, you made your friends, right? Whether it's four or five, whatever, you made your main friends, right? So these people say to themselves, I don't have to meet anybody new. You know why? Because I have a group of friends here, so I don't see any reason to make new friends. Okay, that's the Seattle freeze. That's what it's defined as. Seattle freeze is defined as a term of people hanging out in their social cliques. So if you don't have a social clique and you are in America past age 30, you're going to be very alone. You are going to be a very lonely person because most people in Seattle do not want to make new friends. And I know that's how it is in many parts of the U.S. as well. You know, that's how it is. You know, people feel no desire to make new friends. But when you go to these other communities, the Asian community, the Hispanic community, you see these people don't really care about who you are. It's more about if they like your personality, they will talk to you. You know what I mean? That's the culture. That's why so many people, when they travel abroad, they never want to come back. Because people don't understand, like, there is another world out there. Many people are moving to Russia, but the media won't talk about it because they want to make you believe America is the best country in the world. So they'll never tell you Americans are moving to Russia, Americans are moving to Brazil, some of them are moving to Africa. They don't tell you these things. They say that there are so many Americans moving to the Philippines. Many Americans are moving to like Europe. You know, London's one of them, very popular, France, Germany. But the media will never tell you this. I watched a documentary a while ago about these older Americans who are moving to Mexico. But guess what? Moving to Mexico, but the media will tell you Mexico is filled with crime. And it's true, but it's mostly the border towns that have the crime because of the drug trade. But if you live in central Mexico, it's so peaceful. But guess what? The media won't tell you about that. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because a lot of people will spend years and years of their life living in a society where they can't fit in. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand what I mean by this. People don't understand what I mean by this. There are so many people who have left the United States because they couldn't succeed out here. And some people may call you a loser. Oh, you're a loser because you left America because you couldn't fit in. But guess what? If you make it in America, it's more like you are working twice as hard just to get the basic necessities. You know? And it's crazy to me. There are so many people today who literally hate their girlfriends. They don't like their girlfriends. They don't like their wives. The reason why they stay with them is because they have children or because they have no dating options. Because when a man, this is how it is in America. When a man breaks up with a woman in the United States, right? I'm talking about the average guy, not the alpha. It's just an average guy. The average male can go years without a woman approaching him. Can go years. I'm telling you from experience and other people's experiences as well. In America, doesn't matter how handsome you are, doesn't matter how funny you are, a man can go years without a woman approaching him. There are so many guys today who have not been on a date. And it's not because these guys are socially awkward. It is because the women's standards are so high that the average woman is not going to talk to you. You know what I mean? She's not going to talk to you. That's why when you guys chase women in America, I look at you guys as if you guys are crazy. you guys are actually wasting your time because these women don't care. The average woman in America has about, I'm gonna be very, I'll make a guess. The average woman has about at least three guys talking to her, at least three. So if you stop talking to her, she doesn't care. She doesn't feel, oh, I made a big loss. It's more like whatever. You know what I mean? Like if you go on these online dating profiles, all these online dating sites, guess what happens? A woman can get about 20 to 30 messages a day. A day. 20 to 30 messages a day. Men can go months without even one response. Do you not see what I'm talking about? And many guys who have online profiles know what I'm talking about. You can go years being dateless. Online dating is garbage because many times the girls who do respond to you are usually out of shape, they're fat, or they're just not attractive. Usually, nowadays. Like Tinder and all that stupid shit. So the dating field is not fun. There are so many people who have left America because the dating is horrible. And I'm not even making this shit up. I'm serious about this. Some people have left the United States because the dating is horrible. Some people, they may have good jobs, they may have good friends, but the dating is so horrible, they said, fuck it, they left. Because the thing people don't understand is like, dating multiple chicks may be fun, but I'm telling you, when you reach 35, 40, it gets old. And it gets annoying. Dating random chicks is not fun. Trust me. You guys think when you're young, it's cool to date multiple girls, but when you get older, it's not fun at all. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Sometimes many guys just want to come home to a girl, spend time with them, and just kick it. Many men in America want to get married, but they realize getting married has no benefit out here because women can file, not can, but women file 80% of all divorces. They file for divorce. These same women will pressure their men into marrying them. Then when they get tired of them, or when she has enough resources, she'll take him to court for child support and alimony. And most of the time, judges award them that shit, even though they don't deserve it. But they do all these things. Then they find some other sucker. When you look at like Brazil, and when you look at like Chile, and these Latin American countries, they have very low divorce rates. Very low divorces are in Latin America. To what I understand, those women are family oriented. Women in those countries are family oriented. So they will try their best to make the marriage work. They will try their best to raise the kid, or try their best. That's how it works. It's only in the Western world you see divorce so high because some of these stories I've read about divorce makes me cringe. I read one story one time, a woman divorced her husband because he didn't like the movie Frozen. I didn't know if that was a spoof or not. I had no idea, but part of me, I said, this is some bullshit. Because he like a freaking movie, you divorced him? This shit's online. I cannot make this stuff up. Another story I saw, a woman divorced her husband because he wouldn't return her text messages. Like, oh my gosh. When you see these type of stories, of course you say it's entertainment, it's all comedy, but I'm telling you the truth. This is part of the reason why a lot of men say getting married to an American woman is ridiculous. There's so many guys out here who are MGTOW, many MGTOW guys out here who want girlfriends. But guess what? The dating field in America is so horrible, MGTOW is growing. And the ones who have the resources are traveling to Asia, some are going to Europe and even Latin America to find dates. Because they just want to have a good social life. Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be a victim just for being a man. Not man, but you shouldn't feel like a bad person because you're a man. Society is practicing discrimination against men. Men are the victims here. Men are the victims. Because you're a man, you are denied like certain benefits or access to certain stuff because women need it more than men. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. People out here think everything's a joke or everything's not true when we talk about this type of things. Women don't understand that men don't care anymore. American females already have a bad reputation when it comes to like dating on a global scale. Nobody is in a rush to date an American chick. Last time I checked. Type in Google American women, you're gonna see horror stories. Horrible. Why you should avoid them. Because American women on average, they are not fun to be around. They're bitches. But I don't, I'm done with females for now. Look, when it comes to America, okay, another reason why people hate each other in America is due to financial success. So many people today are not successful in life. Many Americans hate their jobs. They hate their lives. Okay? They hate it. And you see what I'm talking about. There's some people out there, if you don't see what I'm talking about, go to the grocery store. Go to Walmart. Okay? Go to Walmart in the daytime. See those staff. See their faces. See how they look. Then you know what I'm talking about. People are not happy. I have worked many low-end jobs. Those people there are miserable. They're miserable. They hate their family, not family. They hate their bosses. They hate the customers. They hate so many people. Because you have to understand that there's nothing there for you. You know what I mean? Many of these low-end jobs, they have no future for you. And nowadays, many corporations are hiring younger people more than the older people. Regardless of talent, regardless of qualifications, older companies are now hiring younger people. So many people who are older now, who don't have a job or they have no job stability, are going to suffer. The high-paying jobs are not going to the elderly. So if you're past 45, you're finished. They're not going to fuck with you out here. Companies will not fuck with you. They will not mess with you. It's not going to happen. People think it's a joke, but this is what's going on. So when you say Americans hate each other, there's a reason why. You see what I mean? Like when you look at these other countries, right? Other countries like Latin American countries and some African countries, I can say Europe as well, parts of Europe. They have the advanced technologies. You feel me? Like they have the smartphones, they have the gadgets, they have the technologies, they have all these things, but they don't focus on that. You know what I mean? They may take selfies, they may have Twitter, but guess what? They don't focus their lives on those type of engagements to validate themselves. That is part of the reason why so many people, when they go abroad, they don't ever want to come back to the US because they see life is totally different. Yes, Americans have more technology because Americans are the creators of so much technology. Americans made Google, Microsoft, Snapchat, Facebook. America made a lot of things. Okay. But when it comes to quality of life, most people are not happy in America. They're not happy. Being rich in America is a curse. Being rich in America is a curse. Let me tell you why it's a curse. not a curse, but let's just say it's not that great. Because when you're wealthy in America, it's like you spent your whole life to get to that level of success. Now you have all these fake people around you on a daily basis. You have all these fake people to, always agree to what you say. Fake people always want to be around you. But you know damned well, if you didn't have that success, they will not talk to you. You see what I mean? See, most Americans, when they strive for success, they don't take their friends with them in many cases. It's like they're doing it on their own. So by the time they get up there, you're happy with your life. That person's not happy with their life. Before you know it, they'll try to sabotage you. That's why there's so many celebrities today who have their old friends who try to write books about them to get some money. And that's part of the reason why when you're successful, you can't really be around many people no more. Because you're so afraid of someone's going to try to destroy you. Because in America, one reputation of one rumor that sounds juicy enough can ruin you. There's so many men in Hollywood who are being accused of sexual assault who are not guilty. The ones who are accused, many of them probably are guilty, but guess what? There's no evidence. It's just someone making an accusation on Twitter. They have no concrete evidence. It's just an accusation. But an accusation of a woman has so much more weight than the truth. You see what I mean? So being American today, or being in America today, man, is not that great. That's why there's so many people today when they travel abroad, they're so much happier. People don't even know that when you go to like Thailand, or you go to like the Philippines, or you go to like Japan, they have the nice things we have. They have the nice things, the nice technology. Like people don't know, but Japan is the most advanced technology country in the world. If you go to Japan right now, you can find some technologies that you will not find in the U.S. People don't know this. People think that America is the best country in the world. America is pretty good. Okay, I'm not saying America's a bad country, but here we focus on the most stupidest shit. People don't have real friends out here. People here are fake. They don't have any real friends. And a lot of times people just hate each other because they hate their own lives. It's just like right now. If you told somebody your plans right now and say, hey, I plan on moving to Germany because I want to start my own business over there. I think the culture there's kind of better. Do you know what Americans going to tell you? You want to go to Germany? Oh my God, there's nothing there. Like, what do I go to Germany for? You can do what you want in California. You do what you want in New York City. Like, why do you want to go to California? I mean, why do you want to go to Germany for? Like, they'll talk you out of it. Tell somebody right now you want to go to Brazil. Oh my God, you want to go to Brazil? What's in Brazil? Why do I want to go to Brazil? They'll talk you out of it. But those same people have never been to those countries on where you want to go. Because a lot of people today are not successful. So when they see you trying to reach for success, they want to come and stop your flow and your motivation. So this is my response to the American hate video. I just want to give more insight on it. But everything you said in the video is so correct. And people need to understand that the quality of life is what really matters. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about how many pictures you take online. It's about if you're really happy, But many Americans, on average, are not happy. They're miserable. And it's kind of scary. Because you never know what's going to happen anymore. How people are going to act and behave. Let me know what you think. Peace.